365 Sports is brought to you by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at betterhelp.com/365 and get on your way to being your best self. What are some things you want to keep the same about yourself or your life in 2024? Were you already crushing it? Think opposite of New Year, New You. Around New Year's, we get obsessed with how to change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. Maybe you finally organized one part of your space and you want to tackle another, or maybe you're taking your supplements every morning and now you want to actually eat breakfast too. Therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes that really stick. BetterHelp.com is helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/365 today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/365.
This episode is brought to you by Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+. Rated TV MALV. Viewer discretion advised. Maya Lopez has betrayed her mentor, the notorious Kingpin. Now on the run, she returns to her hometown to prepare for the biggest fight of her life. Don't miss Marvel Studios' hardest-hitting series yet. An epic 5-episode event. Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this
is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
Hey y'all, this is April.
This is Caroline.
This is your Bloody Happy Hour. We have a special guest.
Hello.
Her name is Consuela
Banana Hammock.
Banana Hammock.
Princess Consuela Banana Hammock. Who are you?
Jackie.
Jackie.
Jackie Espinoza.
And how do we know you, Jackie?
We're
Podcast
sisters. Network sisters.
Yes.
colleagues.
Yeah. Yes, so Jackie
Zachy.
and Jessica, which is her co-host name.
Jessica is Noaka because she is not here.
Yes, she is absent. She's a little sick. But theirs is called Zona del Crimen.
Their podcast?
Crimen. That's their podcast. So it's
Zona-
Crime Zone.
Oh,
Crime
Zone.
Zone.
Yes.
We've told her this 7 times.
I'm acting like this for the audience.
Oh.
It's all a trick.
That's how to play. That's her.
It's my character. I'm in character right now.
She's
Oh,
her
are you?
Y'all
Paris
think this is
Hilton.
how I
Are you
am in
ever
real life?
not in character?
No, I'm only in character on the podcast. Otherwise, I'm basically a genius.
Normal.
I don't want to expose myself too much.
Yeah.
Um,
Guessing.
That is a Spanish true crime podcast.
Yes.
So if you know Spanish, go on over and listen. If you don't know Spanish, send it to some of your friends who know Spanish, because we know you got some, because we're in Texas and there's tons. So there you go. There you go. Jackie is here for our Halloween special. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. Is this going to be after Halloween?
Nope, it's going to be on Halloween.
Right on Halloween.
Today
Tuesday.
is Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Oh my gosh. What are y'all doing for Halloween tonight?
At this moment, they're probably trick-or-treating or getting ready.
Do you have a costume? Does anybody have a costume?
I don't.
Are you going to any parties, Halloween parties? I have a Halloween party to go to, but
I just taking my kids trick or treating and that's it.
I'm going to watch American Horror Story this weekend. Because it's like
The
it's
new
out. The
one?
Kim Kardashian one is out. But I can't not watch it. Like, you can't watch
I've seen a few episodes and it's
10 seasons and not watch the rest of it. So I
rest
just
of it,
got to
yes.
watch it.
Yes.
I was wondering if I were to go watch a movie with a friend, their house, and we wanted to watch a scary movie. Would there be a scary movie you would suggest to watch?
Is it going to be on Halloween?
Or
Or the weekend before Halloween?
It's probably gonna be prior. Yeah, like tomorrow.
Okay. Because we're recording this a week early. First of all, red flag.
Is he into
Oh yeah, I mean we're either gonna go to a haunted house, but if I get stabbed in the haunted house, at least you know, what happened.
Okay.
And you know where to look.
We have his picture.
Yeah, but I was like HBO, Netflix, what movie should we watch that's out there? Do we want to go to an old school movie? Do you watch Jason or Halloween or Freddy, or you watch some kind of The Nun or?
Ooh, I love The Conjuring.
I love
those.
The
I want something
Conjurings.
really scary to where I need protection.
Ooh, watch the new Exorcist.
Oh yeah.
There's a new one.
There's a new one. It's
my
a
gosh.
remade.
Yeah.
I guess you got to go to the movies. Watch the old Exorcist, maybe.
Yeah.
April, can you tell us about that Facebook page?
No, it's you put in the rules that you're not supposed to.
Oh, never mind.
It's
It's a secret. Yeah,
secret.
it's a secret.
I love secret cults. So
Is it only for women?
secret cult? You can't talk about it.
Yep,
Fight
yep,
Club.
yep.
You can't say anything. You can't talk
Yep,
about it.
it's Fight Club.
Let's just say I'm going to try to find out more information on this guy that Caroline is going to meet this weekend. So this could be Caroline's last episode because she only knows his first name. She is going to him.
And the woods. Did you mention something about?
And this
woods?
this is the one that first time he came down, he didn't want to go anywhere in public. He wanted to go to the Cameron
That's
Park
sus.
trails.
Red
So
flag.
there's red flag number 2. So all these things Caroline has said that she has learned, she's just proven us wrong.
But he's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It does kind of remind us of little Dirty Chad anyways.
I mean,
His features. Okay, so Miss Jackie is going to tell us a story.
okay.
Yes.
And it's a Halloween story, and it's so hard for Caroline and I to find these stories and research them, and for some reason, so we invited a guest over because she's all into them.
I am.
Your whole October month has been full of haunted, scary stories.
Yes.
Are they true twists to them?
Yes. We actually had an episode on the Slenderman case,
Uh-huh. Okay.
which it's got the little spook to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've had also an episode on The Devil Made Me Do It case, which is
Oh.
one of the Conjuring movies.
Okay.
But it was also based on. Is that Judy Chen? Ooh, okay.
I distract everybody.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, okay. But it's based on a true case that actually went to trial and everything. And his defense was, not guilty, recent demonic possession. And they're like, what? So it's actually an actual court case. And his
Demonic
defense,
possession was the defense.
yeah. So I did that
What?
case for how
Was it believable? Did you believe him afterwards? Or
I gotta look this
in
up.
between?
no, tell her she's not
No,
allowed.
I just want to look up demonic. I'm still listening.
It's in between because there were some, like, the Catholic Church got involved.
Oh,
Ed and Lorraine Warren got involved.
Oh,
But they're being
She's
called
a real
out.
person.
She's been called out. They have both been called out for being fraud. So it's like in between. There's actually a documentary that just came out on Netflix called "The Devil on Trial" or something like that. That just came out like a few days ago.
Okay.
That talks about it, and most of the family members still say it was true, and some of them say it was not. So it just depends.
What?
It's all good. Like, those are all good movies.
Yeah.
The Conjuring, The Nun,
Yeah,
is it the
those are
Annabelle? They're kind of all
scary.
related, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're all by the same.
Well,
people.
I'm glad that I got.
And there's an
some
order to watch
recommendations.
them. Like, you're supposed to watch them in a
Yeah.
certain order.
There's like a yeah.
Maybe that's what y'all should do, the Conjurings.
Yeah,
I wanna
think
watch
Or
it
the
starts with
Nun.
Devil.
Since you're Catholic, do a Nun. Do the Nun.
Isn't the Nun? The Nun 2 is currently out in theaters. I
Yeah.
thought, right?
Yeah.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Okay. So that's why we got Jackie on, because it's love to listen to it. I just can't put the stories together for some reason.
yeah.
So yay, thank you to Jackie. You guys
Oh,
get a
there it
Halloween
is.
episode.
Number 9, The Devil on Trial. Yep, there it
Yeah.
is.
Number 9 of what?
Well, it's like the number 9 in movies today.
Yeah.
You know, they have the top 10, whatever. In
Oh.
this chilling true crime documentary, a man commits a brutal murder, pleading at a trial that the devil made me do it. Ooh, y'all should go watch it.
Yeah, it's good. I did that episode, and it's
So
Kinda
is this story a demonic possession story?
no. This is more like a creature sighting, like a Bigfoot-ish type of thing.
Okay, okay.
And-
Yes, because, you know, Bigfoot was spotted recently in the past couple weeks.
Has it?
Yeah, somebody took a video of Bigfoot on there on the airplane, and it.
On the airplane?
Yeah, they
He was in the
videoed it.
air?
No, it was on the ground. They were in the air, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, Bigfoot!" And it was Bigfoot.
I thought it was like, what
Wow.
airline is it on? Because I
I can't believe you didn't
Is
hear
it the
about
same
it.
lady that said
That motherfucker's not real.
that MRF
It
is
was
not,
not
real?
Tiffany Gomez.
Was that her name?
Yes, Tiffany
I don't
Gomez. Who then was however she showed up on TMZ, I don't know, and then she was wearing the same outfit from
She
the plane. I
was.
don't know.
I didn't keep up with that story. It's just
Well, she's not revealed anything, and I think because it's her body double, and I think she's probably dead because they probably killed her because she probably saw something that she shouldn't have seen, and
she
they
saw
had
a
the body double come
a
out.
reptilian, maybe. That
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
she
kinda-
saw a shape shifter,
Or she just didn't want to admit that she was on some drugs.
or she was on LSD. I don't know.
or a
Shrooms?
little racist, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, there was a bunch of people on that plane. There was Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny. Like, there was a lot of people
She
on
was
that
on
plane.
something, maybe. Who knows?
I don't know. I saw Bigfoot on the plane, too. So it's the whole thing. Back to you.
All right. Should we put Jackie through our questions like we do all of our guests?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm ready.
She's ready. Were you already anticipating the questions we might ask
I
you?
listen to you guys. Come on. So I know.
Jackie has been a fan since day one.
Yes.
Jackie was also a CG camper, and
Yes.
Jackie is in my book club.
Oh
so
my
Jackie
gosh,
is just
you
a
are
fan.
the
She's
number,
a
you are the
fan.
number one.
She's a fan. She's
I'm
number
a
one.
stalker.
Number 2 behind Matt Dixon. We can't.
Oh, true. You have yet to.
Is
Get
he
a
the one that
tattoo. Yes.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, wait till we get.
And he just added red flags to his tattoo.
Imagine.
Because
I'm
I
gonna
told
put a
him
huge
he
red
is a
flag
big
on
red
me.
flag.
What if? Do you think he'll get a Dirty Chad tattoo?
I don't know. Because we haven't finished
you
the fucking
think-
podcast for people to like it or not.
Well, it's just we're gonna get there.
That's funny.
Do you think Dirty Chad will get a Dirty Chad tattoo?
I had a dream about Dirty Chad last night, I'll have to tell you.
Oh no.
Does he subscribe?
I had a dream that it was y'all's anniversary, and he brought you like a whole bunch of hundreds. He was a mailman. And it was his way, and you were about to fall from it. You were about to fall for it.
Never.
Take him back. Don't.
How would I ever?
He was a mailman, actually.
I like it.
A federal job. That's pretty good.
But he was bald,
Oh.
like the guy that you described in the last episode. Like, for some reason, it lost all his hair.
With the
But
tuft?
he was trying to
Did
pay
he have the
you
hair
back.
tuft?
Mhm.
Oh no, we can't have the hair tuft.
He was
Hair
trying to pay you
Island.
back in a whole bunch of $100 bills.
I would allow that.
Yeah, you should allow it, but then
But it
that's
wasn't
it.
guy down the street. What's his name?
Ross.
Ross. I
The
see
one you
Ross.
let a note to? See, I do listen to you guys.
I see Ross when I'm working from home and I got the window open. He goes and he has the Budweiser dog. You know, with the
Ooh,
dog.
Spuds
It's like a
McKenzie.
white dog with the black circle around the eye. It's like that kind of dog. And he just jogs on by with his glorious little oily body and his short little shorty shorts, his little chubbies, and his
Pecs.
And 2 years later, Caroline has not said a word since she left the letter. In the
since I
mailbox.
left the letter and then removed it immediately when I realized I
So he
left.
knows nothing about it. He never found.
He probably saw her ass on Ring.
Oh, Ross, if you're out there, I think he has a girlfriend, but merely an obstacle, not a wall.
Okay.
So we're going there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah. What were we saying before that?
We got Jackie's questions.
Oh, yes, questions.
Jackie, how do you like being a true crime podcaster?
So far, so good. I like it. I feel like I'm back at school I just sit down, do my research, and I like it.
Type
'cause-
it out and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same thing, except I've become a little bit more paranoid for some.
It does.
It
It
does
does
make
do
you
that.
paranoid.
It does.
Yeah.
What is your dream
Oh, I have one.
job?
Okay, go ahead.
Because you criminal major, criminal justice major.
Yes.
What would be your dream job?
I feel like it's too late now to be.
Oh,
that,
it's never too late.
But
Oh, because are you old?
I think for
I mean,
This
we're
field.
For this
bet
field, I
we're
think
both
it is.
But in the
older.
criminal justice
Yes,
field, like
'cause I
after
have-
like 33, like you're done.
Yeah, I am 33. Thank you.
Oh, today's your
well,
last
you're
day.
the youngest one.
Geriatric.
Well, then,
It was either between a homicide detective or an FBI.
oh, April's in the FBI.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll send an application.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would have been like something straight out of high school that I should have pursued. But
Yeah.
I didn't think,
I know.
it was a little too late for that.
I mean, you know what? Follow your dreams.
Apply for it. I feel like the psychological test, I wouldn't.
Well, if you're already having weird thoughts after just being a podcaster, you probably can't handle it.
Paranoid,
Yeah,
imagine.
if you're paranoid, it's probably not the job for you. But I don't want to bust your bubble, but I'm just trying to tell the facts. Do you have any useless or hidden talents?
365 Sports is brought to you by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at betterhelp.com/365 and get on your way to being your best self. What are some things you want to keep the same about yourself or your life in 2024? Were you already crushing it? Think opposite of New Year, New You. Around New Year's, we get obsessed with how to change ourselves instead of just expanding on what we're already doing right. Maybe you finally organized one part of your space and you want to tackle another, or maybe you're taking your supplements every morning and now you want to actually eat breakfast too. Therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes that really stick. BetterHelp.com is helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhelp.com/365 today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/365.
Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
Because I do, but I just want to know about you.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I'll go to the next one.
I'm zero talent. I don't think I have. I mean, I don't think I do.
Like, I have a useless talent where I can put my legs behind my head. That's the pretzel. There's no use for it.
Well, you might call it useful, but your friend might not.
The stranger you're going to see may love that.
Facts.
Your future.
What are your guilty pleasures? This is your newest guilty pleasure. Is that our intro?
Maybe.
This might not be a guilt. Well, maybe. I like watching the Kardashians. Is that a guilt?
Ooh.
Some people, most people don't.
I
like the Kardashians.
I've kept up with the Kardashians.
Them. Yeah. I keep
But
up with the Kardashians.
is there a cat on this new season? I feel like I saw a commercial and like one of them had a cat.
Yeah,
and
Chloe has a cat.
And it's Chloe.
Yes.
I might have to divorce him. That'll be it. Not anything else they've done in life.
No.
But having a cat.
Just when they have a cat? No.
Just because of that.
No.
Yeah.
Not because.
Oh, and
of
Chloe,
everything
she's
else.
my fave.
Yeah, she's my favorite. I'm so in their drama, their sister drama. I'm so invested in it.
I'm not because it's all stupid and fake. Are they even sisters?
Yeah, I mean, it is fake, but it's entertaining.
I know.
Okay.
Here's my last one. Were you ever given, or did you ever have, or look at porn as a child or as a young person? Like, did your dad give you magazines or anything? Because some people, they did, and we just want to know if we have a serial killer in our presence, because that's typically where it starts.
A funny movie.
Here we go.
Funny story about that.
Okay.
It wasn't on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I was maybe like, I want to say between the ages of 10
And you
11,
were dusting the top shelf
12.
and you came across a
No.
VHS tape and you put it in?
Well, back in the days, my dad had like that camcorder. We had a lot of home videos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
And so he was like, I guess cleaning out the VHS. Stop. And so he was putting in, oh, that's me, Dad, whatever. And he was like picking and choosing, telling them a labeling or whatever. And then all of a sudden he puts in this VHS and all I see is like skin and boobs and like moaning. And I was like, and that's like, oh shit. And he like,
Oh, no.
and just took it out, panicked, took it out real quick. And I was just like,
Who was the other person?
I don't think it was like a home video. I think it was just like a.
Oh, it's definitely a home video.
No, because they were white people.
Definitely a home video.
They were white people, not my mom and my dad, brown skin.
They were swingers.
Imagine.
What color was the mulch when you grew up?
Her soul.
Now she's going to want to go find the VHS set.
Oh, they're long.
But that
gone.
did happen to me. My cousin and I were cleaning, and we were cleaning.
And you
it,
found the porn?
And we found a videotape and a VHS, and we just put it in, and we were like, "What are they doing?"
Did you watch the whole thing?
We were kind of just like in shock and like grossed out because
What the
back in the day when we were innocent children and not exposed to all this shit that all the kids nowadays are exposed to, we had never actually seen porn and we didn't know about all the holes and stuff.
Yeah, you probably just got taken out of the basement just weeks before, so
Exactly.
you barely even saw TV.
I know. I didn't even know what TV was. I was like, what is this box with lights coming from it? Like, what?
Yeah. It was very awkward afterward. He just gave this little nervous.
He just acted like it didn't
Giggled
happen. It was like,
and-
hey, good night. Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, that's all we did. That, yeah.
All
Never
right.
spoken.
Love it. Okay, I'm ready to hear a story.
You're officially initiated.
Make me really scared.
Does that
Or
make me a
doubtful.
serial killer though? If I accidentally saw porn?
No,
Nah.
because you just didn't really know.
If you stole the tape and went and watched it by yourself over and over and over.
And then started torturing animals.
No, neither of that.
Then
And
we
peed in the
would have to
bed.
put you on the other side of the couch.
Yeah.
And talk to you. And
Okay, well then.
tell you to draw things and see what it looks like.
So you're safe. Do you watch porn in your adult life?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
All right.
yeah.
Honest
Like,
question?
do you wait? Are you married or do you have
Yes, I
Yeah.
am married.
a? Okay, so that's good.
But I watch it alone. He's not.
But I didn't know if people watched it together or
Yeah.
if they watch it alone.
But husband's not
Either.
into that, weirdly. I'm the one.
I
Yeah.
would. I'm not going to say what I would do.
He's
You
caught
would
me
not want your husband to watch porn
alone.
No.
without you. Is that what you're going to say?
No,
Oh.
I wouldn't mind together.
Yeah.
I just don't want him sneaking off into the bathroom and watching it on the phone when I'm
Making
in the other room
weird like
waiting.
that.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. Hiding it.
yeah, like, yeah.
That's weird. That is
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, it was. And then I secretly recorded it.
All right. Tell us, what's the story you're telling us today?
The story today is about the Mothman. I don't know if you guys.
I've seen the movie a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
And I think the intro of the movie is like the big flapping moth
I've
flap
never
wings.
seen it, but it has Richard Gere. I think I believe.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in Pretty Woman.
He's got that salt and pepper. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
He's got
yeah.
that salt and pepper kind of like.
The
Good
older
looking.
he gets, the
vampire
hotter
guy.
he gets. Yeah. No.
Nice. Okay. Tell us all about
think I'm
it.
gonna
I saw
start
the
going for
movie,
old
I
men.
think, but I do not remember it. So I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Well, this story starts off like in 1966 in a West Virginia town, right? There were some grave diggers working, doing their job, whatever. When they, out of the corner of their eye, they saw something like, just by, like
Yeah.
pass by, fly by. They looked up and they saw this huge, huge bird just flying from tree to tree, right? And they were like,
Kind of like an owl.
it kind of does look like an owl, but like huge owl.
Ooh.
Owls fly silently.
Do they?
Yes, I learned that yesterday.
In the Hispanic culture, owls are bad omens. So
That's
I think they are, and that's why you think that the owl is one who killed Scott
I am
Peterson's
scared
wife.
of owls. Yeah.
Do you want a drink?
I don't drink.
Okay.
Thank you, though. Thank you.
We won't hold that against her.
I
You're
don't
not.
drink. I'm
Well,
on
we should have actually asked that as one of our questions, and then we're like,
before.
turns out we're running out of time.
I don't drink, but I'm still a good time.
Go ahead.
Anyways, 3 days later after that, in a small town called Point Pleasant, West Virginia, there were two couples on a double date. And I think they were swingers.
Most likely.
Because they were just sitting in their car, hanging out.
Oh.
rock out with your.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
It was like around 11:30 p.m. at night, and they were just sitting there in an area known as the TNT area, which is where that town kept, like during World War II, they kept their like ammunition, explosives, and everything. They were just chilling there, right?
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't be able to do that
No.
these days.
No. And then, so they just saw something. They described it as a 6 to 7 foot tall creature with giant glowing red eyes.
Oh, I'm going to see it tonight.
It was me.
One of,
Caroline got high.
It was me when I was high.
you're gonna try and date this Mothman if you see him.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. He's really tall. I need a tall guy.
Yeah,
and if he
breeding
has red
stock.
eyes, I'll just tell him to
Ooh,
put the
good
joint
breeding
down.
stock. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
And it had like a 10-foot wingspan.
Oh.
We could fly everywhere. No more plane tickets for me.
So they saw it. They got scared. They hauled ass. So they started speeding down the highway.
Oh, they were black. They were not a white couple. They just took off.
Were they on LSD? Mushrooms?
They didn't mention any of drugs, but it was,
Yep.
maybe it was in the 19th. It was in the 60s, so maybe
Oh, for sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm going to stop interrupting.
So like they hauled ass, and they said that the bird or the creature started chasing them, but it was very like clumsy on its feet. But once it got to like flying, they said it kept up with the car, which at one point was going like 100 miles per hour.
What?
So they were like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
They got scared.
I mean, if I'm driving super fast and there's this like ginormous creature flying next to me and I'm either on LSD or
Somebody
shitting
drugged
my
you
pants.
or whatever. I don't know what happened.
It's like
So
garbage.
they saw it, whatever. They got spooked. They went to the sheriff. And so the next day, the couples and the sheriff, they had like a press conference.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where he got the name. That's where the name Mothman first
Okay.
started being used. Later that night, this lady called Marcella Bennett was driving to a friend's house, right? She got out of the car to get her baby.
Oh shit. He got the baby.
Oh,
She saw that the huge bird, and she was so scared she dropped her baby.
It was brand new. She wasn't used to having a baby
She would be
yet.
the bitch on the airplane that would put the mask on first.
And then
Put it on the baby first.
you're supposed to put it on yourself first,
Oh.
because if,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. I said that wrong.
yeah,
Because then you don't want to pass out and then
then you're
not
both
be able
gonna
to
be
get to your
dead.
baby. Never mind.
Well, she dropped her baby. She quickly picked it up and ran into the friend's poor baby. She quickly
Now
ran
her
into
Head
baby's
trauma.
now a serial killer.
Yeah.
head trauma. Yes, exactly.
We'll do
Yeah.
a story on the baby.
So
Next
she
week.
ran into the house, and then she said that the creature was like just looking through the windows like a peeping Tom,
Just mothing, like flapping.
just looking around, because it has legs. It has like
Oh, it has legs too. Okay,
it's kind of
this
like
is- it's basically like a
mem-
pterodactyl. Okay, I will stop.
kinda like it's like a humanly shaped
Yes.
type of creature.
I'm picturing it, and I'm gonna see it tonight. Cause I'm at home by myself.
I'm coming over.
So the next day, the local newspaper, they ran an article and that were like a couple sees bird creatures, something, they didn't know what it was, and that's where like the small town was like, try that in the small town.
Okay,
Jason Aldean.
So they're like, try
Okay.
that in a small town. So they started looking for the Mothman. They got their shotguns and they were like literally on the hunt for him. Or
Yes.
So I don't know what.
Now we would just go buy up all the toilet paper and canned food and just never
panic,
come out of the
yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Or not even care, because nobody cared about the alien. So
Yeah.
we don't, at this point, nobody's like.
At this
like,
point, it's like, okay, well, yeah, we're used to it.
Everybody's like ready for it to end.
Yeah.
I
It's like,
guess.
well, where's the meteor? Just blow us up.
So Roger Scarberry, which was one of the guys that was in the double date, was like, if he had seen it alone, he wouldn't have said anything, because nobody would
believe him.
would
Yeah.
have believed him.
Yeah.
So they're like, but there was literally 4 of us there, and we all saw the same thing. So we can't all be crazy, or we can't all be like,
Yeah. And
lying,
only
you
3
know?
of
Yeah.
us took the LSD, so at least the one, if
ran out.
he wasn't high, so
Yeah. So after this, there was several sightings of the Mothman just lurking, being a perv. Like, it was into voyeurism, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Looking into-
Spying, yeah, peeping Tom.
Yeah, looking into people's windows, taking people's dogs.
I feel like people would have noticed this giant Mothman looking
they
in their window.
They had. That's
It was
what
a
we have
whole
reports.
town that was like,
Oh, they all saw him.
yeah.
Different
Well, not
people have
all,
been
but
seeing
like-
them in the town.
Yeah.
Peeping in the windows, taking little dogs.
There
when
was-
when you get to dogs,
That's where you draw the line.
That's
Not
where
the
I-
babies,
Not
but
the babies.
the
No.
dogs.
yep,
That's where you draw the line.
draw the line. Line's drawn.
So there was like actually one guy that said that the Mothman took his German Shepherd Bandit. Like, he opened the door, and the dog was like, just like barking his head off and they saw like 2 glowing red eyes, and the dog just went after it, and then after that, the dog never came back.
Well, at least it was fast.
I'm kind of thinking something like around Jeepers Creepers type.
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Like he just ate him up.
Oh, that's what he looks like. Jeepers Creepers.
Kind of like the wings.
The Mothman?
Yeah.
I looked him up. I already saw what he looks like.
Like the wings, the arms. Yeah.
Yeah, and he scooped him up. I would be so scared. If I was the dog, I would run and hide.
Yeah.
I'd send my dogs out and be like, I hope he's full after this. Don't
Stay away from my kids.
Oh, what if that is what it looked like for real, though?
That's ugly.
That's
scary.
ugly. They're all ugly. Oh my gosh.
So, a lot of sightings were coming up. A lot of reporters were like, what
We
is
don't
this
believe you.
town
We need-
smoking. Like,
Yeah.
like there's something in the water.
Yes,
right?
yes.
But there had
PG&E.
been like 8 sightings in 3 days, including 2 firefighters that were like, we saw this huge bird. They kept describing the same thing, the big, huge glowing red eyes. So,
Wait, they for
Somebody
real
done had
did?
sex with a bird, and this is
it
the
they?
offspring.
Is the thing really for real?
it's in the whole town. Yeah.
Okay.
So, on December 15, 1967, the city of Point Place, like they had a huge tragedy when like around 5 p.m. there was like a bridge collapsed in their town, and let me see, 46 people died.
What?
Right.
What day? On what date?
December 15, 1967.
Okay.
So it was something due to like a single link that was like corrosive and like cracking, and it led to the thing, right? Like it led to falling. But people in Point Place blamed it on the Mothman, right? Because he's a bad omen. So they started believing that everywhere this thing shows up, there's always something bad that's going to happen.
Oh no.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's a few examples of that. Some people say that on September 11, they saw the Mothman. Like
In New York.
flying it's been all over the U.S.
So we're not
I
staying in
gotta
just
look.
Point Place.
No, it's not just Point.
Okay.
I think this is where like it's been more of its sightings. Like it probably just stayed there for a whole minute, and then it just immigrated.
Grew.
I don't know, like
Migrated.
like birds do to a different place. But they said on September 11th, some people say that they saw it flying parallel to the second airplane.
What? Oh, I'm about to. I'm all over it. I'm trying not to do it
TikTok,
right now.
Mothman. Later on tonight. Later on tonight, guys.
I know. I just something vibrated, so I was just wondering. What it
So,
was.
yeah, so it's been there were several sightings of it, like, and something always bad
Yeah.
happens after it. But surprisingly, way before this, the very, very first sighting was like 40 years before Point Pleasant, which was in January 1926 in southeastern China.
Oh, we knew it originated in China in a lab. Oh, hell no.
So, like, the locals described it as a man dragon.
Oh.
So, they say that they saw it flying over the... I'm going to have trouble saying this Chinese name because it's over the Zion-Te Dam.
It sounds good to me.
A dam, right?
Uh-huh.
And then a few days later, that dam collapsed and 40 billion gallons of water went into the surrounding farms, right? And like over
Flooded everything.
Flooded everything, and then over 15,000 people died.
15,000.
Yep. So, I mean, it seems like up to this point, it really does bring...
Bad omen.
It's like a lechuza.
Yes.
Yes.
Caroline. Just to-
Trusa. Is that like a sopapilla or no?
The owl.
Oh,
an
yeah,
owl.
it's like an owl.
Yeah.
But a giant owl with legs in a
Yeah.
human body.
This is more scary than an actual
Oh, much.
little baby owl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And owls only fly are out at night, right? Like they. Or is that bats?
I think that's bad.
They're nocturnal.
Are they?
But
Yes,
when
you
is
can-
the Mothman? I need to see this Mothman. Keep going, or else
Please,
I'll go
Mothman,
on.
come to Waco.
No, Mothman, do not.
So after the incident of the Silver Bridge that collapsed, Mothman went into hiding for years. Right. That was until November 26, 2019. So not that long ago.
What?
It was spotted in Chicago.
Oh, shit.
Of course, to Chicago.
So the witness was a truck driver, right?
Oh.
And he said he was getting loaded, or not loaded like.
Yeah, loading up his. He was getting his load.
Loading
he
his
was loading
trailer.
His
He
trailer.
was backed up and he was getting load, you know.
Yeah, he was
whatever.
getting a load in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then he was just out there waiting, smoking a cigarette, and then all of a sudden he sees this Mothman just standing there, like
Just standing, like, hey,
like
bro.
a creeper, just literally
Like-
just standing there. And the guy was like, "What?" So
Uh,
he reported it.
I would have pooped myself, maybe. If it's like this giant beast.
Like he saw it like in the distance, like between two light poles, and he was like,
He's on LSD too.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come, thy will
That's
be
the
done.
only thing they think of that you can do is that you just say the Lord.
Hail
The
Mary,
holy
full
water.
of Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Praise be.
they asked him, right? They were like, have you ever witnessed something like this before? And he's like, actually,
Oh hell.
I have. And he said that when he was a young kid in Mexico,
Oh, hell.
that he was
It's everywhere.
Mexico's really haunted.
I know.
It's super haunted. Right?
You're going to have to come back and do the La Lechuza and the La Llorona.
La Llorona. There's
Mm.
a
I'm
whole
so
bunch
scared of the
that
La
I
Llorona.
swear, those are like the number one. But if
Oh.
you dig deep, there's
So much more.
Mexico's. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so they asked him, like, have you ever seen this before? He's like, actually, yes. When I was in Mexico, he was a young kid, and they were, like, in the field playing soccer, because we like soccer. And then him and a bunch of other kids just saw this huge thing just, like, circling around, like, I guess preying on one of the kids.
Yeah. Like a
And
hawk.
yeah, just which one do I want? Which one looks tastier, you know? And then he said, all of a sudden, like, it made this screeching noise. Like, it sounded like a big mouse.
Oh hell no.
And then all of a sudden, it just flew out into, like, the little wooded area that was
Around there.
around. And then he said that after that, a few weeks later, the 1985 earthquake in Mexico hit. That was 8.0 magnitude. So that's like a really big, huge earthquake that happened. That, I mean, I know about it. My parents know about it. It was a huge earthquake that had like 10,000 death toll. So like after that sighting, there was a huge earthquake. So he brought the big big earthquake or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just a demon.
Yeah.
Like
Like a
Jeepers
de-
Creepers type
Like a
of-
demon on earth that
animal.
brings the bad omen.
Yeah.
And they say they walk with
I'm
it. Like if you
I'm
believe in
gonna need-
angels being here, then you got to believe in demons being here.
I'm gonna need them to not call him the Mothman.
Well,
Because when you see a moth
Mhm.
and yeah,
it's
where did
just
the moth come from?
flapping around in your face, but it's not a scary insect. And isn't it an insect or whatever? But this Mothman looks
Nothing like a moth.
way scarier
It's more like
than
an
a moth.
owl man or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like an owl.
I mean, maybe Mothman just sounded, but moth.
fly
Nobody
man.
is scary about a moth. Like Mothman.
I don't know.
Sounds like a superhero, like Mothman. Yeah.
I think it's our way of like, oh, we don't want to think this is like an actual demon.
No, it definitely.
Let's make it more folklore and like make a Mothman out of it.
Yeah,
and make it
because
less
when you
scary.
have the red eyes and you're like,
Yeah.
causing all the damage, I feel like you
Bringing
are
all
a
the
demon.
bad juju.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's this doctor called Robert L. Smith, and he's an associate professor of the wildlife biology in West Virginia. And he's like, y'all are tripping.
Yeah.
He dismissed the whole Mothman theory.
Okay.
Instead, he said that it was a whooping crane.
I got those in my backyard. Trying to eat up all my fish.
I didn't know what the hell that was, so I Googled it, and it looks nothing near
Yeah.
what. Which is a whooping crane is as tall as an average person. And it also has like that red flesh around its eye. So he theorized that it was maybe a whooping crane that was around the TNT area that was like a little deformed. That's why people thought it was a Mothman or what? Like a different type of creature?
Oh no!
That it ate some dynamite and got deformed.
Yeah, that was I don't know.
It's our scientists trying to make science out of it too.
No, it's the government trying to fool us.
Yes.
They actually made the Mothman.
They made it. So, and he said, or he could just be a prankster.
Oh my gosh, it looks
be
nothing
this
like a freaking crane, whooping crane. No.
And so this prankster is going all over the country and has lived for since 1927.
100?
I want to do. We'll do it at the end. Go ahead.
So then they were like, okay, he was like, nah, dismissed all of it. In 19, why am I saying 19? In 2016, sorry, there hadn't been any recent sightings of the creature, but that changed when a man said he was driving along State Route 2 and saw something jump from tree to tree. He likes to jump from tree to tree.
Squirrel.
A flying squirrel. A huge flying squirrel. He pulled off the road and snapped a few pictures. And there's a few pictures on the internet. And he swore up and down they're not, like altered
Photoshop
or nothing like that. And he had recently just moved to Point Pleasant.
Oh hell!
So he was like, I just moved here. I had no idea about the legend. I didn't even know what it was. I just saw this thing. I pulled over, took a picture, and that's that. So
In 2016.
Okay. On October 26th, 2020, a mother and a daughter witnessed what appeared to be a winged demon creature.
Is today the 26th? It is.
Oh, it is.
So
You're calling them.
No more. We see some shadow we're up high, so we're gonna see it just fly.
Oh wait,
by.
no, today's Halloween. Just joking.
Yeah, today's Halloween.
Today's Halloween. Keep going. So they saw it. They saw the creature out in the outside her bedroom of their daughter, and it was just like perched on the fence, like just checking what's going on, being a creep. The daughter ran into the mom's room and was like, there's something out there. I don't know what it is. It's watching me. So the mom looked, and it said it had like human-like facial features. But overall, his face looked very demonic.
Ooh.
It had human arms and legs. Its eyes were brilliant and glowing red. So the wings were jet black and tucked behind its back. The pair watched. It was like a humanoid creature for a minute, and then it just spread its wings and then like flew away.
Did anything bad happen in Point Pleasant after that? Like the Omen that you saw?
The one with the mom and dad. With the mom and daughter. It was not in Point Pleasant.
Okay.
Yeah, but
You think this is the creature that goes and does that stuff to the cows?
sucks the blood out of the cows.
And cuts out the anus?
Wait, what?
No, I think that's the aliens still.
But that's what the dude took a picture of. That's his actual picture.
That looks weird.
Because that's not a bird. That's like a Mothman.
Oh, now you agree with the name.
Yes, I do agree with it all.
So now it's like a whole legend. That's a last sighting in 2020 that I could find.
Okay.
But in Point Pleasant, it's like a huge thing now. Like they have like a 12-foot statue of the Mothman, and like every year around, I think it's September, they have like a Mothman festival.
Now they're worshiping him. And he's actually a demon, so now they're worshiping this
that's
demon.
Good. If you're gonna leave us alone, just we'll have a festival, drink some beers, eat some food. So now, and a lot of people, you know, it attracts a lot of tourists to the town. So if you want to go,
Point Pleasant, Point Place,
Point Pleasant,
Virginia,
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yep, and that is the legend of the Mothman.
Of the Mothman.
So then they went and they created these. They made. Is there one or two movies?
One.
One,
But I have no idea what it's about. Do you remember what it's about?
I just remember it was a big. You didn't really ever see the whole creature. It was just like a flash of like, you know, like a dark flash and like the red eyes. But I don't know.
I think it has. From what I have never seen it, but from what I've read, I think it's just it concentrates on the bad omen afterwards, like the bad stuff that happens after the Mothman gets there.
So, I wonder, go back in your notes. You said the first one was 1927?
In China?
Yeah. And then then you went to Point Place, and what year was that?
1966.
Okay.
Mike,
I mean, that could have been just the first one because there wasn't any cameras back then. So maybe it was just like, you know, like folklore.
39 years. Yeah. Well, I wondered,
like-
remember like Jeepers Creepers? It was like
Every 23 years.
Yeah, or like
I
was like every
Jeepers
33.
Creepers thing. I said Jeepers
Creepers, yeah.
What you got in those?
It's a man that looks like, it's a bird man that looks like
They're
this.
really good. The first two are really good.
Yeah.
ones.
But it's kind of a little bit funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was more of a funny thing.
It's scary too, but
Yeah.
it's so funny. But it's a big legend. I just wondered if it was like consistent amount of time
Like
in between.
every so often it
Yeah.
comes out. Maybe that's where they get it from. Jeepers Creepers. From the Mothman.
But it's evolved.
I don't know. I didn't believe it until I saw that picture from just now, 2016.
Don't believe everything you see on the internet.
I listen. I
And
believe.
then when she does it on TikTok later, she'll really believe it.
Oh,
So it's like TikTok
TikTok's
has
a
to
whole
like
different story. Yeah.
has to seal the deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
But 2016, 2019, and 2020,
2020.
it's about time. Unless
Well,
he's got
the world
old.
is about to end, so I mean, it's about.
I really don't think so. We're there. We're at the end.
Yeah. Are we at the end? Because why are we still here?
Why are we still doing this?
Are we?
We might.
Maybe by the time
Are
we
we
play
dead right
this, it might be.
Maybe we see it around Waco.
No, don't call him. Don't call him. It's too much of a Baptist town. He's not going to come here. He's going to be there's too many Bible beaters here.
Exactly. That's why it's going to get
He's going to
here
come.
for that exactly reason. Be like, I'm going to tempt all of you.
Oh my goodness, that was a good story. The Mothman, I never would have been able to put all that on paper.
Yes.
Like, and sequence it with all the sightings and connect it. And I think that's why these stories are harder for me. But urban legends are fun.
They are fun.
Or folklore or whatever it is. Yay, Jackie, thank you for doing that.
Thank
we
you.
hope
Thank you.
Yes, we hope you Halloween lovers enjoyed that. But you know, Thursday she's gonna be right back to regular Bloody Happy Hour, regular true crime. So we hope y'all had a great Halloween. Jackie is gonna be here again for our Thursday episode, so you'll be able to hear her voice one more time. And go subscribe to not crema. I always want to say crema.
Sour cream?
Say it. I can't even say
Zona del Crimen.
Zona del Crimen, yes.
it. Zona de Crimen.
I can't say it that good and fast.
It's Zona
Del
del
Crimen.
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 It sounds like you say creaming.
yeah.
Like you're creaming.
Like your Crimen.
Crimen.
Crime zone, but Zona de Crimen.
Yeah.
Go subscribe, and we will see y'all Thursday for a full episode. If you have not yet, rate us, review us, and subscribe to us. And that is it. Don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany. And we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. For sure. You can find us on Instagram at bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those two also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it.
Hi, and welcome to Bustles and Bangers with your hostess, Rachel and Christopher.
I love it when you say my name.
And you didn't say hi.
I didn't. You just kept going. I'm going to introduce the book. I'm not reading it.
It's
because I don't like reading.
Girls like cowboy butts, and those jeans don't hide anything. Find us on Instagram at Bustles and Bangers or on RogueMediaNetwork.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.